Hello and welcome to the Battlefield Top Plays. In today's episode we're going to be doing something a little bit different, starting out with 2 aggressive Rambo streaks from 2 easy strikes. Nice clips. I think it's great to see a few console clips being sent in as well. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's great that we've got everyone sending in clips from all across the platforms, whether it's PC or console. Moving on, it's a Battlefield 3 clip, so straight away we're going to be mixing up BF3 and BF4 in this episode. And what I've decided to do is, for the first time ever, I'm including every clip that I've been sent in for BF3 and BF4 during this week, or the week that I made this video. The reason I'm doing this is because I think it'll be interesting for you guys to see the variety of clips I get sent in. There are 1 or 2 that I haven't included because simply they were not viewable whatsoever, and 1 or 2 were like 35-40 minutes long, and that's just not something I can showcase on the top plays. I'm starting out with what I consider to be the best ones, so if you're just sticking around for 5 minutes, you're going to be seeing all the best clips. I don't want to deter people sending in the clips. Send in whatever you want and I'll deem if they're good enough, but this will just give you a good impression of what I deal with when I look through the inbox. Moving on is Datface, a nice long range shot using the pickup. Always nice when those come off. A slightly longer clip next from Breest. He's going to be playing on Paracel Storm. This reminds me of when the game first released. Some really cool rush moments. Getting in towards the objective here. Getting 14 kills in total in the medic class with the AEK-971. A nice little revive as well to pick up his teammate on the beach before making that push towards the objective.
Ich sehe einen feindlichen Soldaten.
Dusty is next with a really awesome infantry play. This one's on Dragon Valley. He's using the AS Val in the engineer class, as you can see there, the S'more making light work of that charging enemy, and there are a lot more running towards him. He's using some really quite crazy movement here, jumping around, trying to make himself as difficult to hit as possible, kit switching where he can. A nice double kill with that Orge 3 through the doorway there, before getting a really nice headshot on that enemy that sneaked up behind him. A few more kills in this 12 kill streak on Dragon Valley. Now for a few shorter clips, this one from Tiuri. He's going to be sniping out the pilot of that attack helicopter. A nice short streak would probably usually end up in an Only in Battlefield episode. And now for a selection of clips from SpankRecon. Again, clips that would probably end up in an Only in Battlefield episode. These one-off sniping shots, really great to see, and they are pretty cool, but just falling short slightly of a top play in my opinion. Battlefield 4 is quite an old game now, so you really need to be doing something super special if it's just going to be a single snipe or a magnum shot like that on an enemy pilot. Really cool though, and definitely I think a lot of people watching will appreciate them. Moving on is Valardohaerish, probably pronouncing that wrong, it's some Game of Thrones reference. And there we go, another snipe on an enemy pilot, and then dropping back to some BF3, TheNamesSnek, getting another SV98 shot on that pilot of the attack helicopter. Here's one that would definitely be in an Only in Battlefield episode, firing a tow missile, just getting a random kill on an enemy there.
What?
Two clips from NecroQuake. The first playing on Lankang, he's in the rib boat, he's being hounded by enemy jets. The first he gets an assist on, the second, well, you'll see it fly in a second, and he completely destroys it. And the second clip, he's in the attack boat Paracel Storm, hooks up a really nice long-range tow missile. Moving on, it's LethergoAnakin playing on Lost Islands, going for a solo cap on this difficult flag. It's quite a unique flag as well, one of the only ones in Battlefield that's right next to some water with another section on top of it. You don't really see that very often, and we did get access to some really cool maps in that Naval Strike DLC. This one, as you can see, he's pretty much stuck on the centre of the flag on his own, got loads of enemies around him, and some really nice accuracy and positioning helps him out as he actually manages to cap the flag in the end and hold the enemies back. A short locker streak from Redox FPS, 12 kills in total using the A91, a weapon that you don't see very often at all, especially in the top plays. A bunch of kills to start him off, and then he stays on the objective, just holding back these enemy players. Next up, a selection of clips that probably wouldn't have made it into the top plays and maybe not even into the Only in Battlefield episodes. Really, when I put these episodes together, what I try and do is download every clip that I think is good enough, and then I look through and think, is that something that I'd like to watch if I was a fan of the franchise? I remember when I started doing these episodes, basically I'd put in anything that I myself couldn't do or would consider really lucky if I managed to get it. That seems to be a pretty good philosophy for these episodes, and whilst we do get quite a lot of Metro locker clips really, with BF3 and 4, just because they're the most popular modes, I think that we've got quite a good balance at the minute on the Top Plays show. That's not saying that these clips aren't great. This one here from XCal, fantastic accuracy. It's just with it being a locker clip, I might expect a little bit more, but it was pretty good. A few here from IDC Devil, playing on Battlefield 3, looking for some long-range shots here with the JNG 90. A couple of collaterals. This one probably would have been in an Only in Battlefield 3 episode. Really cool stuff. He did send in 2 more clips. I'll just let them play in the background. NecroQuake 313's coming in with a long-range phantom bow shot. How lucky is that? Through the trees there on an enemy that I couldn't quite spot. And then 3 only in battlefield moments from Snowy Gaming. Just going to refer to this player as Max. Not sure why he's got a bunch of numbers, but there's probably got some meaning behind it. He sent me in tons of clips. I'm only going to show 3. Some people do this. They will send in 10, 15 clips just hoping that one of them will get picked. Not the best strategy. Maybe just send in your best 1 or 2. But there we go. Luckily for him, he's managed to get a few in today's episode. I do often get sent in clips that have no audio. This can be very difficult because if it's a short clip, maybe 5 or 10 seconds, you can get away with it. But longer ones, I really don't think that's suitable for a show where the audio in Battlefield is so important. Also, the quality can be a little bit iffy, as you saw with that first one, but we'll see something a little bit worse than that in a second. A nice clip here from Filliggo, getting that enemy air vehicle taken out at range. As I said before, some clips do have bad video quality. This one from Daddy Light is too bad in my opinion to be a top play in terms of the quality of the video. I think this is because people try and upload it directly to the email and there's a limit on the size you can have. Just upload it to YouTube, send me the link, upload it to Google Drive if you're really interested in getting the best quality. Dropbox, Mega, all of these different file sharing services are free to use and really, really great for this sort of stuff. He did send in 2 clips. The first one, he's, I think, taken out a bunch of players on Lankang Dam on the island, and the second one is once again on Lankang as he gets that annoying enemy chopper taken out, helping his pilot as they're on fire and about to die. So I did leave out a few clips, as I said, from today's episode. So if you sent in clips in previous weeks, they might be in an upcoming episode as well. I tried to include as many as I could in this one. Hopefully this gives you a better understanding of what I'm dealing with the top plays, and maybe what you think. Should I include more of these clips in the future, or should I just focus on the very best? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.